Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Nuggets, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Utah, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really shoring up their #1 seed status.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Lauri Markkanen. MP is out there with George. Then it's Kyle Filipowski, and it's Kessler in at center, locking down the middle. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivey, they're the backcourt. And it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. With a handful of games played now, we can start to get a sense of how things might shape up this season, Stan.
Yeah, you can get a feel for how things might stack up in a few months' time. You see which teams have put something special together and which teams still have work to do.
Now here's MP. He connects again from distance.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe 2. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess. MP against Cunningham. And here's Ivey from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Hot off the pass, Ivey has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. B.A., back to you.
And Allie, thanks. When we talk about Keontae George, and again for 3.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now #2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Ivey outside, stolen by MP. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Reed's got 15 points.
A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Now, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
The Jazz making a switch here. Collier's checked in. Pass to Stewart. Here's Ivey. Can't connect from 14. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 15-5 run. Utah moving the ball around. Filipowski sets a screen. George for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Harris outside. Pass to Thompson. He shoots a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Utah leading by 13. And here's Kessler. Now here's George. Filipowski sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Markkanen. Takes the 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Thompson against Markkanen. Pass to Cunningham. Now Harris. Ivey outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that...
Here for Detroit. Detroit. Reed comes in for Stewart, and LeVert subbed in for Harris. Then for Utah, Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Bailey comes in for Filipowski, and MP subbed in for Collier. Pistons trail by 7. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson out there with Paul Reed, and it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And here's Ivy from the arc, rebounded by Bailey.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Markkanen right side. From deep, MP. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys, back over to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Inside. The rebound by Markkanen.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And here's MP from outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Reed's got 24 points. It's stolen by MP. Another 3 for Utah. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Changes here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Reed, and Tobias Harris subbed in for LeVert. Then for Utah, Kessler comes in for Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Filipowski in for Bailey. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 19. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
To the inside, here's Stewart. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Stewart's got this first bucket of the night.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Utah.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's MP. He gets it in there. Reed's got 35.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
Well, after picking up his third foul, they may sit him the rest of the half.
Utah making a switch here. Collier's checked in. George against Ivey. And stolen by Markkanen. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collier. He's watched by Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And so it's Utah ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Utah Jazz.
Execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large, they've played mistake-free basketball.
They just look like the better team.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
You look at Detroit. I love a new season, new faces, new places. Get to watch the rookies develop. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's great to be back for us and for the players and for the fans. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Pistons trail by 20. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. MP is out there with George. Then it's Kyle Filipowski, then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. Cunningham against MP, and the bucket is good. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
MP scanning the floor. For 3, connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Stewart outside, back to Cunningham. Utah grabs the miss. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Here's Ivey. Pass to Cunningham. This one for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Once again, give it up for your Pistons.
and it's Utah with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. George finds MP. Five to shoot. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Stewart outside. MP against Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Concerted drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
Utah leading by 23. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. A deep three. Another three for Utah.
Well, what impresses me is MP's focus. He's not just throwing it up from way out there.
And there's Cunningham on the assist by Ivey. Cunningham's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
From deep, MP connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Cunningham with the ball. MP's there. Good D by Kessler.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart from downtown. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep, MP. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Cunningham has the open look. And again, the Pistons missing.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
A deep three from MP. And it's Harris with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. It's the Jazz running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Paul Reed. Karis LeVert is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Moore in at the power forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. LeVert outside. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Rebounded. getting ready for the Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Moore. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for LeVert. Reed's checked in for Utah. Lets it go from deep. Good! Another from three.
And folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
Yeah, MP is clearly amongst the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Thompson with a screen. And here's Ivy from the arc. Utah grabs the miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game...
And again for three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Utah shooting 69%. I think connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? And he drives in. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects from downtown.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just...
And again!
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Niang, he's checked in for Utah. And Ivy gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Count that one, Reed.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense.
And another one!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the... And got it! Another basket!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.